Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. We are 2 weeks away from the final of Eurovision. This time 2 weeks I will be getting ready for the jury final, which I'll be attending in person. If you're new here, my name is Chris and I am a Eurovision fanatic. I love it. I really enjoy, especially these last few weeks as we get rehearsals start and we start getting excited. If this is something you're interested in and following along the journey as well with me this year, I will be on site in Malmo. I will be going as press. So if you're interested in following my journey and seeing how I experience Malmo from the press side, fan press side, hit that subscribe button down below and come join for that. But today, I have a few videos that I need to get out. The first one I want to do are my personal top 15 songs. And I know a number of reactors have already done this. I've done a tier ranking before. Things have changed a little bit in the songs I'm enjoying. I have to say that even my 16th, 17th, 18th places, I really love the songs. So this has been really, really hard to get a top 15. But nevertheless, I have done so. And therefore, I will now talk through the top 15 of my personal taste and personal ranking. This is just, my taste. It has nothing to do with prediction. Well, there's some biases, obviously, but it's just what I enjoy listening to, and when it comes on, I'm like, oh, yes. And as I said, there are more, but I had to put a line somewhere. I put it at 15. So if we start at number 15, we have the United Kingdom. Dizzy by Ollie Alexander.
You make me dizzy from your kisses. You take my hand and spin me.
And this song has been upper half of my rankings. I feel like there was a huge expectation of Ollie Alexander, and a lot of people feel that this is a bit of a letdown. For me, it's not. I think that 15th, to be honest, I hope that 15th is the lowest it will be, because I am expecting this to be one hell of a stage show in Malmo. I think this is a song that is made for the stage. Nevertheless, in the studio version, I just find it so easy to listen to. And at the pre-parties that I was at, I mean, the last one I was at, that Ollie was at, was Amsterdam, and he was great, apart from when his mic broke. So there's always some kind of technical difficulty, but just the live, him performing and singing it when the mic was on, and the professionalism when it was off, it's just, I really, really enjoy it so much. So for me, in 15th place, United Kingdom. And in 14th, continuing in the vein of you countries, we have Ukraine.
With us, Mama Teresa, Eva Maria, all the divas were born as a human being.
Ukraine is in my 14th place. This song has really grown on me quite a lot. I know that for a lot of people, it's the other way around. They've kind of thought, nah, I'm kind of sick of this now. But when as I said before, I kind of have this automatic bias against three countries, Italy, Sweden, and Ukraine, when their songs come out, because they're always so strong. The expectations are sky high. So that's meant that, probably since 2021, I haven't really clicked with the Ukrainian song. And even in 2021, it was after the Eurovision final and listening again and hearing the song again. In this case, I liked it on the first listen. And then I hadn't been listening to it for a while, and then I came back to it. And they've been at the pre-parties, and it's just the dynamics that those two have, Jerry Hale and Aliona, they're just incredible. Live performances are great. There's always something unique and different about each live performance. But just as a studio track song, I really enjoy listening to it. It's my kind of vibe. I just really like the kind of the melody, the mid-tempo. I even enjoy the rap, which normally I'm not a big rap fan, and I'm enjoying that part as well. Aliona is selling it like hell. So yes, Ukraine for me currently sitting in 14th place, and let's see what happens in Malmo with the staging. I'm still not counting Ukraine out for a win. I mean, we'll come to this in predictions videos, but I don't think anybody should count Ukraine out from winning this. And in 13th place, this is again personal taste, but I just love this song so much, and I love the artist so much. They're an incredible performer, and it's Denmark, and it's Saba, and it's Sand. I don't know, I just love it. There's something about it that this is not generally my genre of song. I mean, I don't know if you would call it a power ballad, but those type of songs are not generally for me. I mean, for example, Loreen last year was like way down my rankings because it's just not my style of song that I usually like or enjoy listening to. But this, just the performance, it reminds me a little bit of it's kind of Bond theme-esque. It's a bit like Conchita in a way, with this, you know, kind of grand presence on stage, and this massive voice that is just mesmerizing. And I really, really, really enjoy the Danish song. So all the best of luck to Saba, and she's great as well. Had the chance to meet her in Madrid. Beautiful person. Number 12 for me is the Netherlands. Joost Klein with Europapa. I don't know if it's people will be good surprised or bad surprised about that if they've seen my reaction to the Netherlands video. So first of all, this song is not the type of genre that I would typically enjoy either. But Joost has made it accessible, and I think that's one of the key selling points of this song in general. And I really do enjoy listening to it. At the pre-party in Amsterdam, it was a party. It was crazy. The entire crowd was singing along. I love, and I think you can see this, I'm going to link my reaction above to the song. The underlying message is just so, like, there's so many layers, and it's just, you know, it's this melancholy message. To me, it's a melancholy message, you know, steeped in fun, and there's something about those two elements together that I really, really appreciate. Why is it not higher than 12th on my list? Again, it's a genre that I wouldn't tend to enjoy, but I'm enjoying it a lot. So, I mean, the genres of, for example, Ukraine are more something that I would like naturally, but Netherlands are fantastic. So, 12th place, Netherlands, Joost Klein and Europapa. Moving up to the 11th, and this is a country that I will explain a little bit more in detail in the predictions video, but I'm very worried about their qualification chances. It's not the only one in my top 15. There's quite a few that I'm worried about qualification chances. But number 11 is Slovenia. It's Raven, and it's Veronica. This the vocals, the whole moment, like the 3 minutes are just mesmerizing. I'm kind of discounting the music video and focusing on the studio track right now. And it's one of those songs when it comes onto my playlist, I'm just automatically like, yes, I love this. I love this song so much. Um, I am not a musical professional. I simply grew up with music all around me when I was growing up, like in family, etc. So um, this doesn't come from any, particular expertise or anything, especially not in opera. But Raven's voice is just incredible. And live, heard her perform twice in Amsterdam, Madrid. It's just mesmerizing. The studio version of this is incredible. I want it in the final. And I'll explain more in the predictions video, which I will probably link somewhere, why I may have some concerns about that happening. But yeah, for me, Slovenia definitely one of my top songs this year, 11th place. In 10th, probably also surprising for a lot of people, is Germany. Isaac, always on the run. Why? Well, first of all, the message. I think that it's so refreshing to have a song with that kind of message and about mental health in a way that is written and sung by a male solo artist. And I really appreciate the lyrics. I know people think the song is generic. Okay, that's fine. But I really like the lyrics. And I'm not usually a lyrics person in general. It's more about the whole feel of the song. But that's where Germany jumps up for me, because I actually really enjoy the kind of, I don't know, it's the comfort of the song, I think. It just feels very comfortable to listen to and to enjoy. I really hope that this year this song does not come last, because I think it deserves a lot more than that. So all the best to Isaac, who is, as I've said before, a genuine gentleman, legend, lovely guy. And I think it's a fantastic song. He performs vocally incredibly all the time. Top for me. I mean, love it. So Germany in 10th place for me. In 9th, now we're starting to group together countries in the next few positions with similar bases, let's say. In 9th, it's San Marino, Megara with Once Once or 1111. I know that this is going to really struggle to qualify. It's my music. I love this type of music. This is the kind of nostalgic kind of 2000s punk rock indie vibes that I really, really love. Added with these like little extra touches of like the Spanish flamenco, the humor. I mean, also, as I said before, I'm a Spanish speaker, so I can kind of pick up a lot of the messages and the meanings and stuff. And I'm not a lyrics like person, as I said, but I just really find, people say there's no, hook or melody to this. I disagree. I really find it really catchy. I really, really love it. Y me la pela. And in 8th place, as I said, we're kind of grouping similar countries together now. Well, I guess you can say San Marino is slap bang in the middle of this country. In 8th is Italy for me with Angelina Mango and La Noia.
Una corona di spine sarà il dress code per la mia festa. E la come oh!
And again, this is not my typical genre of song. I am enjoying it for these kind of like carnival vibes that it's bringing. I just really enjoyed the song and enjoy kind of bopping along to it and not thinking too much about anything else rather than just enjoying the performance each time. Studio version and live version sound exactly the same. They are both really good. Uh, it's above San Marino, even though San Marino is more my genre, and that I think is testament to how a song that I would not tend to gravitate towards naturally listening to myself has exceeded the expectations of the genre or the kind of the group of target people that would have. Um, so if it's getting me, I think it stands like a good chance of getting quite a big amount of support. And I think the juries are going to reward it as well because she is consistently fantastic as a performer. So that's Italy in my eighth place, Angelina Mango with La Noia. And then in seventh place, and how do I explain this? um, all I can say is that for me, it's more about the melody here and the song and the moment than the vocal performances live. And it is Spain, it is Thora, and that is by Nebulosa.
Yo sé que soy solo una zorra que mi pasado te devora.
The start, I find like the first 5-10 seconds of any song are so critical to whether you stay tuned to it or not. And this song in particular, the first 5 seconds, you're like, oh my god, yes. it's like harking back to the 80s. You're thinking Madonna, you're thinking Vogue, you're thinking, I mean, I really want to listen to this. It's got that nostalgic feel, and it has a message, such a strong message underneath it. I really, really appreciate the message. For those non-Spanish speakers that may be watching, it's really about female empowerment, also LGBTQ plus, I plus, the alphabet soup of letters. A really strong message in support of those communities and of more equal rights for everyone, regardless of who they are. I just really like this universal message that it sends, and it's a party. Like when you hear in Amsterdam the crowd going crazy to Thora Thora Thora, it's just something that really like clicks, and you're like, yeah, this is a song I'm really enjoying and loving. So for me, number 7, Spain. Number 6, and this is also a message song, and I think it's criminally underrated right now. And I think people are going to get a huge wake up call next week when they start hearing it. But number 6 for me right now, this is pre-rehearsal, after rehearsal, this could jump, is Australia. It's Electric Fields, and it's One Mil Cali, One Blood. I just find the message is so strong. It's a universal message that is, and it's incorporating elements of Australian Indigenous culture and traditional instruments. And I think this is, I think Shane has said this before, Shane's Eurovision review. It's something really unique that Australia can bring to the contest that no other country in Europe can, is this different kind of cultural elements that we wouldn't necessarily have here. So I really appreciate that. I love the song. I get why people are sleeping on it. I get that the lyric video is not enough for people to get hyped. I just think the more I listen to the playlist and the more I hear it come on to my Spotify, every time I'm just like, oh yes, I love it. I mean, the line, like, there's so many lines that you can just pick out of this song that are incredible. Escape with us to the planets, the Fleetwood Macs and the Janets, love. While entertaining the gods, I mean, just some genius lyrics in there. And I think people are going to be completely wowed by this when we get to rehearsals and when we get to the stage show. People are writing this off too soon, in my view. So that's number 6 for me, Australia, One Milk Alley by Electric Fields. Moving on, number 5. For now, we're in my top 5 now. For now, pre-rehearsals. Number 5 is Norway. It's Ulveham, and that's by Gotha. It's a song for the stage. It's a song to listen to live. It works better watching it live than listening to on a playlist. I think this is a good sign for Eurovision. Yet on the playlist, I will never skip it. I will always listen to it. And I think, was it Amsterdam? Yes, it was Amsterdam where I saw them. I was supposed to see them live 3 times in Madrid, Amsterdam, and Oslo last weekend. Only Amsterdam were they actually performing of the pre-parties that I went to. They couldn't make it to Madrid. And then unfortunately they had a bereavement in the band, in the family's immediate family, just before Oslo, so they couldn't be there. Although there were some members of the band that were there selling merch, so I bought a t-shirt. But this song is just, I mean, I love the Norwegian folk elements. I'm a big fan of Norwegian culture in general. I spend a lot of time, like, just, well, in Oslo, but like also I used to live with Norwegians. I just really appreciate the language and the music, the lyrics and the song being sung in Norwegian. I just really like it so much, and Gunhild's voice is magical. And let there be no doubt, there was no auto tune in MGP final on her mic. That was pure and utter her own power, and that's what I'm expecting in Eurovision. I don't think we'll see many changes on the staging, and I'm wishing Norway all the best for the competition. I'm rooting for Norway. I love the song. So that's my number 5. Now we move on to the top 4. These have been constantly switching around, but just pre-rehearsals. Where I'm sitting right now, number 4 is Croatia, Baby Lasagna with Rim Tim Tagi Dim. I mean, this is just an instant first impression love song. It is a song that I'm not skipping on my playlist. I will always listen to it, but it's not something that I'm like discovering more depth to as I listen to it, and that's probably why it's not as high as maybe some of the other songs upcoming. But it's just so much fun. I love it. I love seeing in the pre-parties Marco's Baby Lasagna's confidence just increase with each performance. Really looking forward to seeing how he can perform in Malmo, and I'm really hoping that he carries that confidence from the pre-parties that he has gained quite clearly through to Malmo, and that we, have Croatia fighting for the win. I really hope so. I love this song. I think it's great, and for the first time listener, this is going to be impactful. So let's see how that does. Third, um, maybe it's a bias towards the country I live in currently, but currently in third place for me is Belgium. It's Musti, and it's Before the Party is Over. I got a soul on fire before the party is over. And what can I say about this? I mean, the first time I heard it, you'll see my reaction, but it was, I think there was just such a sense of euphoria inside me when I was listening to it. I was in the Flemish part of Belgium at the time for work, and I came home like late in the evening, and I put on the first reaction to kind of watch and react to, and I was just like, yes, people are going to know, because at that time everyone was like kind of discounting Belgium. It was way down at the bottom of anybody's odds or thoughts or rankings, even though they knew the artist. And France was pretty high up. I know that this is more or less the same, but Belgium's closed up a lot on France since. But I was like, don't discount Musti. Just really don't discount him. And this song came out, and I was just like, it's a better song than Francis. It's a better song. I'm sorry. I mean, yes, sure, Slimane live vocals are incredible, but Musti's song is just, I love the song. I love that, like, people say they hope people don't get bored in the first 2 minutes. I am not at all bored in the first 2 minutes. I love this build. There's like, for me, there are many, many layers to this, and this is what has kind of kicked it above Croatia for the time being, is that the layering in the song. Musti's performances in the pre-parties, when I've been in the room, have always been, for me, really good. I didn't hear very big vocal issues. I think people can be a bit nitpicky with these pre-parties and vocals. I talked to Musti in Madrid after his performance. I know he had in-ear issues. He couldn't hear himself at all, and yet he sounded really good inside the arena. And I know that like the vocal coaches do pick up, oh, this didn't quite hit, or this didn't. But I mean, if you can't hear yourself, I mean, I think you can forgive that. In Amsterdam, to me, sounded great. So I don't have concerns. London, I mean, he had slept 1 hour the night before. Forgive him for being tired. So I don't see where the concern is coming from for Belgium. One, I mean, this is qualifying. There is no question in my mind. This is qualifying. And depending on how they do with the staging, I really hope that Musti has a lot of input into the staging to suit him. And it's not limited to the broadcaster doing the staging, because it's the Walloon broadcaster which tends to have the disappointing staging in comparison to the Flemish broadcaster, who is last year and next year. So yeah, I hope that Musti's got quite a lot of control over the staging, and I do not feel like he's overacting in anything. I think that he is just a Duracell bunny, energizer bunny of like, pure energy all the time. He has so much energy to give to people. And being around someone like that, and in being in a crowd, having someone giving that energy to the crowd, as opposed to, let's say, Croatia, Marco, who more takes the energy at the start from the crowd, gives it back at the end. Musti is always giving the energy to the crowd, no matter at what stage of the song it is, whether it's the beginning, the slower part, building to the kind of mid-tempo bit, to the final release of like emotions. The song is so layered. I love it. I could go on for hours about this, but for me, it's third for now. Must beat Belgium before the party's over. Number number two for me. This will, for people who have watched my channel, probably be no surprise. Um, well, maybe because it's not number one. It's Ireland. It's Bambi Thug, and it's Doomsday Blue.
Slow dance me out of my sorrow. When your favorite color compared to the others is doomsday blue.
From the first moment I heard this song, which was on the Eurovision podcast, if you don't know it, check it out. I will try and link it down below. But when I heard Bambi Thug and their performance, well, their studio track of Doomsday Blue, I was automatically entranced. I've explained so many times why I do not agree at all with people that say that this song is disjointed. I think there is this underlying tone the whole way through. I think it's very, very clear if you watch the intimate version of Doomsday Blue how connected the whole song is. I think Bambi really spells it out there for people who didn't see how it was connected. I think this is Ireland's best shot at qualifying since 2018. I don't want to jinx anything before rehearsals, but I really think it can qualify, and I'm pretty sure that we're going to be wowed in Malmo, as we have at every pre-party, but even more so with Bambi's staging. But I'll again save that for the prediction video. Just love the song. I feel like I go on a journey every time I listen to this song. It is a piece of musical theatre. It's art. It's creativity. It's made for the stage, and it should and will shine on the stage in Malmo. And just even through Doomsday Blue, getting to know Bambi's back catalogue and some of the songs, this is my type of music. I love it. The music that you it's like a little bit like Luke Black last year, where genre doesn't really matter. It's more about the artist and what they bring and their personality and their expressions of emotions through their songs. And Bambi really does that throughout their back catalogue. And so for me, Ireland, number two for now. I know that, that's not going to be likely where it will end Eurovision, but that's my personal taste. And is there a bias? Of course there is. Of course there is. I mean, I'm Irish. I'm so proud of this. I am so proud that we are sending this. So all the best of luck to Bambi, and fingers crossed that everyone will see how amazing they are in Malmo, both as a person and on the stage, because this is just incredible. Finally, my number one. Again, this is probably not a surprise to those of you who have been following more or less my journey through Eurovision so far in the pre-parties. This is the song that when it came on live in Madrid, I just had this instinct. It was just like, this is winning. This is winning the whole thing. There is not a doubt in my mind that this song is going to win Eurovision. And that's where I'm sitting right now. And it's the studio version, the music video already were incredible, giving me so much of what I love, like different styles melded together in a way that is very accessible, more accessible than Bambi, in the sense that people are accepting it much more easily than Bambi's kind of darker style. And my number one is Switzerland. It's Nemo, and it's The Code.
I
just love this song so much. The journey. I mean, when I first reacted to it and saw it, I was so entranced by kind of like, obviously the reaction that I did, I was like looking at the maps on the train, but I was mostly listening to the sound, um, and not the lyrics. And then I kind of went back for further listens after that, and I was like, these lyrics are genius. They're really genius. As I said, I'm not a lyrics person. They're not the most important thing to me. But for a song that is a personal message, like Nemo's, I mean, actually, I think pretty much all my top four are in some way personal message songs. Um, and I just appreciated it so much more. And then we get to Madrid, and everyone's like, yeah, but can they do it live? Can they do it live really? Like that, all of that. Like from the pop to the rap to the popera to the opera to the like downbeat, all the different moods, the journey of life that Nemo has experienced. Can they do it live? Hell yes, they can do it live. I cannot wait to see how this is staged in Malmo. It's going to be staged by Karya's stage manager. I think this is also in with a huge shot of like wowing the jury and the people at home. I mean, I think this song just deserves so much recognition for what it is achieving, and hopefully what it will achieve, because this is just incredible. I can't find words to describe how much it makes me feel, how much joy it brings me, and how much every time it comes on. And it's the fact that you've got throughout throughout the song, you have the dramatic moments, you have the rap, you have the storytelling, but it starts with this oh ooh, ooh, and it's like that's automatically like kind of a happy kind of impression that it's giving you. So it's like you're almost subliminally told at the start of the song, this has got a happy ending. And so I don't know. As I said, like for me, the start of songs are so important, to really keep me hooked. And Switzerland does this incredibly well, and then you're just taken on a wild ride. And props to Nemo. What else can I say? My number one, Switzerland. And that concludes my top 15 for this Eurovision season. Let's see how and if this changes after the rehearsals, which start tomorrow, Saturday, 27th of April. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, if you want to come along with me to Malmo, see what's going on, follow on some vlogs that I might be doing there, follow me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram. Links are here. Other videos I have are here. And more links in the description below, to other things that I referenced in the video. Thank you for coming with me through my top 15. Next up are going to be my semi-final one predictions. Yeah, that's going to be fun. See you next time. Peace and love to everybody.